Good morning, family. How are you? How are you? I am absolutely wonderful today. And I'm hoping you're having a very good morning as well. Today is Tuesday. I want to call this like Testimony Tuesday because ah I you know what? I always talk to my children about their attitude and having a good attitude and not giving a person attitude when you talk to them. And sometimes your attitude could be your body language. It could just be, the way you're looking at somebody or your stance or whatever you can give it. You have to watch that body language as well. And my kids is like, I didn't say anything. No, you didn't, but your body language said a lot. Your body language can get you in trouble. We know with the police, it could just be they feel threatened just by the way you're looking at them, standing, the way you answer your questions. And I had a good example for today. For example, I try my best to speak to a person with respect and kindness, because again, that's the way I want you to speak to me. So I was calling to make an appointment for my daughter, Abrene. Now, she's my daughter. I named her. I think her name is pretty easy to pronounce, but over the years, I've had people call her Abrene, Abrani, all kinds of things. And it's spelled Abranee. Nay. So to me, it's very easy to say it, but that's not the case for everyone. And I get that. So over the years, I have either let it go or I'll say, no, it's pronounced Abrene and keep it going. Well, today I'm on the telephone early this morning and I'm speaking to a lady and I said, I'm calling for my daughter, Abrene. And she says, Abney. So I said, no, her name is Abrene. I said Abney. That's what she said. And my first thought was, if I'm correcting you and telling you the correct name, why would you do that? So, I'm thinking, okay, Juanita, you need something from her. So let it go. So I did. I let it go. So I'm talking. She put me on hold for something. And at the same time, I'm thinking, why would she say it like that? It was a deliberate act. I'm not going to say it the way that you said it. I'm going to say it this way. So I'm on hold and I'm talking to myself. I'm even praying because I'm like, I don't want to give her attitude. And I tell my children, when you need something from someone, you gotta keep you in check, okay? Because you're the one calling for something. So I talking to myself about that. So I said, okay. She gets back on the phone and she says, okay, so I can send you the necessary paperwork for Abney. So I said, okay. I said, would you mind telling me what's a good time to call back for this information for Abrene? And that's how I said it. So instead of just correcting her, I just repeated Abrene's name again and I said it. So she says, well, you can call back anytime for Abney. So now I know this is a deliberate act that you're doing this. Why? I don't know. So I said, her name is Abrene. It's Abrene. She said, like I said, Abney. So, I'm like, do I take this a step further? It's a name. I'm getting what I need to get done. Do I need to waste time on this foolishness that this woman is presenting to me, just giving me attitude over my child's name? So, in talking, I don't know, me in the throat. While I'm talking to her, I said, okay. I said, well, you know what? Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for your help. And you have a good day. Yeah, you have a good day too. That's how she said it. Hung up. So all morning, it kind of bugged me because I'm like, I didn't give her a reason to do that. And then I'm realizing you don't have to give people a reason to do little things to irritate you or to insult you or to make you feel uncomfortable. You don't need it. Sometimes people just wake up and that's the mood that they're in and that's what they're going to dish out. So maybe she's having a bad day. I don't know. But I had to just move on from that because I know in this day and age is so many people who have this chip on their shoulder for whatever reason, and you're not the cause of it, but unfortunately you might step in and get it. And you're getting something that should have been given to the person that hurt them. But I get that. But all I can say to you, family, is that, we're living in a day and age where people are super sensitive. People are ready to explode for any reason. And you just got to make sure, keep yourself in check. Pray constantly. The Bible tells you that. Pray without ceasing. And in cases like this, you have to. And in this day and age of technology, when somebody has all of your information and you're on the receiving end and you're talking and they're asking you to verify your social security number, verify your address, they have everything about you. You don't know who you're talking to. So when you think about it like that, you have to keep yourself calm. And you have to say, wait a minute, you have too much information on me for me to go off. Because it's not like back in the day when you're calling an office and you're talking to a woman and you can say, what's your name again? And she tells you a name and you could say, well, I'll be to that office. No, it's not that kind of party anymore. So we're dealing with this day and age where everything is over the phone or through the computer. You don't know who you're dealing with. That's the same like Satan. You don't see him per se. You know he's there, but you don't see him. But he does things to you that you got to always have on the armor, the full armor of God. You got to have it on. So I had to tell you that today because it was just so crazy. And I think about so many children, unfortunately, who may have beautiful names and we just can't pronounce them. For whatever reason, their mother decided to name them whatever. She knows how to pronounce it, but we can't. But we will offend that child and that child won't have an opportunity to do something because of that name. So we have to be careful and mindful of the people that we're dealing with in this day and age. So I think what I have to do is I have to let it go. You can see that I'm still a little rattled by it, but you got to let it go. You got to let it go. And like I say to you, I'm not going to tell you something that I won't do myself. And it's hard because I wanted to get in her world and I wanted to tell her, look, I told you my daughter's name is this, so you need to pronounce it. But then I'm like, no. It's not worth all of that. It wasn't worth that. So I'm going to let it go. So I have a quote for you. Have a quote. Yes, I do. And you know what? I always try to find a quote that match what I'm talking about, and today, when I'm looking through my quotes, I was like, okay, this will go. So it says, 2 things define you. 2 things. Your patience when you have nothing. Your attitude when you have everything. Okay? Think about that. 2 things define you. Your patience when you have nothing. Your attitude when you have everything. That speaks volumes to me. So I want you to let that marinate and you think about it and think about my little situation that just happened. But with all of that, I'm still good. Right? I'm still good. And you're good. Let's be good together. You know, that we still have to do that. Fight, soldier. You know, be good. Don't let that stuff bother you. I can smile now. Cause see, I got it off my chest. I told you. You got my back. What? So I said it. I'm good. You good. Let's be good together. Like, subscribe. Tell somebody about our relationship. I hope to encourage you like you encourage me. Leave me a comment. Tell me something. And on top of that, tell somebody else about our relationship so they can get in on this and they can comment too. All right? So I look to you. Have a wonderful day. Don't let no one steal your joy. All right? I got you. See you tomorrow.